In this video I'm making Modrons for Dungeons and Dragons. Hello Bitzbox and welcome to the second video in my Modrone build for D&D. So in the first video you may have already seen I made the Monodrone and the Duodrone, and in this video I'm going to be making a Tridrone and the Quadrone. And yeah, I'm really excited for these ones. Hope you guys will enjoy them. If you are new to this channel, then please do feel free to hit that subscribe button. We do all sorts of content, wargaming and role-playing related. And before we begin, just a quick shout out to all our patrons for supporting this channel. You guys really help us increase the quality and quantity of these videos. So a big thank you to you guys. So yeah, let's just get straight into this. Okay, so as always we start with a base. So this is a 32mm round base from Citadel. We always use Citadel bases here because we sell them on site, have them in abundance, and they are the most easily accessible. So yeah, a Tridrone today to begin with. Now I already made one which I showed off at the end of the last video, so might as well show you one that I've made earlier here. I'm going to make one slightly different to this, and this one uses legs from the Skitarii Ruststalkers by Games Workshop. And I'm thinking they're okay, they're a bit of a pain to get in place, and also I've covered up the numbers with like on a D4 here, which you'll see I'll be using again. I've just covered them up with bits of cogs and stuff. So we're going to do this one slightly different. These legs are a bit of a pain, you see the angles are a bit hard, tricky to get. But the result's okay. One of his spears is off at a weird angle, but it's okay. So yes, D4. Now with this one, I've put modelling putty over it, like green stuff, and then sort of sanded it down as much as I could do. Well, as much as I could be bothered to do, to be honest. I painted one side to see how it looks, and you see when it catches the light, you can sort of see where it is, but we'll put cogs and stuff over that anyway. But you could really file it or sand it right down flush if you really could, and be bothered, which, to be honest, I can't. So yeah, that'd be the basis of our Modron Tridrone. So I'm actually going to try and see if I can use these Necron Warrior legs. Now we used some for the Monodrones, forgot already, and so I thought I'd try using these. Now we'll need 3 legs, so 2 pairs. Again, these are bits I have in abundance on the website. A lot of items are normally quite hard to obtain, but seem to have quite a few of these. I'm going to have to chop these legs off, so we'll need 3 legs. Fairly left and right, and then the other one doesn't really matter which one you use. So if I can find my clippers. Now probably the best way to chop them off, so try and work this out. We really just want them to be sort of flat. So we sort of cut them like that. I can always file them down or whatever. I don't mind actually leaving a bit of a hip in place, that could be quite cool. I'm not going to glue these on straight away either, but I'm just going to get them ready. So I'm thinking we'll use that as the top. So that'll be sort of like that. And then we'll have one on the other side. Hopefully it'll fit on the base. And I'll get it around this way. No, we'll go around this way. We'll go around this way with the clippers. Probably gonna need a little bit of filing, cleaning up, etc. We'll take that little bit off there, but and then that will go on there. So yeah, I think that'll be okay. So we'll just chop another one off, and then we've got our 3 legs. But as I said, I'm not going to put them on just yet. So before we do that, go back to our trusty cogs. Now in the first video, if you haven't watched the first video, essentially I bought a load of cogs. I'll show you them actually. Load of little cogs and stuff, just from like old watches. You can go on eBay. If you search for like watch parts, you'll find loads. And they're relatively cheap. You know, something like this you could easily get less than £5 easy. And, you know, you get loads. And I'm just going to start taking random ones. Gonna work out where the legs go. And as you can see on the other guy, sort of just underneath where the legs are, there's... Oh, getting shot. There's little cogs, a bit hard to see, but they're there. I sort of put them on as a bit of an afterthought, so they're not too great, but we're going to get some for where we want to put the legs, and also one for where we put the arms as well. And we'll work out the top. We'll work out what to do with the top later on. So I'm going to grab just an assortment of these and start gluing them on. And again, I'm just going to use super glue for this, but you could use PVA glue if you so wish, if you could really be bothered to wait that long for it to dry. You could also use hot glue as well. So yeah, I'm going to be looking through these and getting some glued on to our D4. Okay, so I've super glued on a few little cogs. The mouth is stick out a little bit. So these ones are where the arms will go, these ones are where the legs will go. Now you could have other little cogs in there, sort of attaching them and making them look like totally useful. I'll put them on purely just for decoration, so. And yeah, we're going to attach the legs, so wish me luck. Now this was a nightmare when it came to doing the other one, but I'm hoping these legs will be a little bit better. You have to try and sort of get it somewhere where it's going to stand up nice and straight. Sorry, my hands are in the way. It's going to look something like that. Whether this will stick on or not, I don't know. I probably need to line up a bit better. It's not the flattest of areas actually, so I might have to file it down a bit, but we'll see. We shall see. So that looks okay. Whether I can get this guy straight or not, that probably needs to really sort of be more like that. So I'm going to have to re-super glue that. But yeah, I'm going to have a play around off camera and hope for the best. Wish me luck, guys. Okay, I have the legs attached and he seems pretty strong. In hindsight, I've probably done this one with the foot sticking out a bit. And it looks like it's walking funny. Well, the whole point of these is that they look like they're walking a bit funny anyway. I noticed as well when I've done it, maybe when you make yours, put the legs a bit further forward, because now I've got one right on the back. I've actually done it with the other one to a degree as well, so yeah, never mind. And it's funny because as I was doing this, it is quite difficult to do, and I was thinking that these videos are a guide for you guys to do, but I don't actually recommend trying it at home. It's a pain, it's stressful. But once they're on, it's actually solid, really solid. But you do need all three legs on before it gets solid. Drop it and it's still fine. Anyway, let's move on to the arms. And yeah, unfortunately I haven't got it dead straight on top, but never mind. So for the arms, we're going back to our skeleton set from GW. I've had a lot of use out of this set, so it's well worth picking up. We do, of course, sell bits to it on our website. We'll find a link down below. And yeah, I'm essentially going to be using these spears from that set. So I need 3 of the spears from the skeleton set, and I'm going to glue them on where these cogs are. And I deliberately used cogs with little bits that stick out so we can have arms on there. Hopefully the legs aren't too much in the way. They were a little bit on the previous one I done, but hopefully it'll be okay. So yeah, I'm going to get them glued on, and then we'll just add a few little bits to the top and it will be done. Okay, so I've literally just finished gluing these on. I've got them nice and straight, unlike the other one. So here's the other one with the arms playing around, but that's fine. So nice and straight, and they're still slightly drying, but super glue dries pretty damn quickly, as you all know, so should be okay by now. And yeah, I think maybe I'll just add a couple of little cogs and such on top. With the other one, I had obviously we were covering up the numbers on it, so it's quite a large piece and some little bits on the corners. I'm not going to go too wild with this one. I might just get a round piece and just stick it in the middle. I'll try not to drop it. Similar to what I've done with some of the other ones. So, bit of glue on top, and then we can just stick that in place like so and let that dry. And that, get it in the middle. That is a Tridrone. So they're pretty cool. I quite like them. Just a quick size comparison with the standard miniature. They are quite large because obviously using the neck-on legs and such, but I think it works quite well. So yeah, on to the next one. Okay guys, so next up is the Quadrone, and made a little start on him, and so far I have this. So what I have here is again a 32mm round base, but I also have one of these flying stands from GW, a little sort of ball top one, and yeah, as you can see I've glued a dice on top, so it's one of the larger GW dice, and you get like the starter set and that. I'd guess it's 15mm. Very much looks like it's 15mm, very similar to the round balls that I used for the Modrons in the last video. So yeah, that's the starting point for this. I'm all super glued as always, and again as always I'm going to cover up these dots with a load of cogs and stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll start picking some more out and run out of the sort of plainer ones. Got a very large one there, I think that's too big. Now we'll need some for where the legs go and for the arms. So again, just 2 legs, 2 arms for this guy. And yeah, I'm just going to pick out some random bits and glue them on, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I added quite a few cogs here, you can see. A few different ones on there. Covering up them holes pretty much. Anyway, you can see all the little ones poking through, it's not really a massive issue. So yeah, we're going to attach some legs. So yeah, going back to the neck-on warrior legs that I've used quite a lot throughout these tutorials. Cut a couple here. I'm going to put on these cogs at the back, just maybe have them sort of like angled back a little bit. After all, this guy's sort of flying in the air, so yeah, maybe have them sort of like that, or maybe just have them sort of normal. I don't know. I've got to file them down and get the angle right. We'll go back a little bit. We'll go somewhere in between, I think. So yeah, it's just a case of me sort of filing them down at the joints to get the angle right. I've got to cut a little bit more for that one. Play around with them. So yeah, I'll get them stuck on, then we'll move on to the arms and the wings. Okay, so the legs are on. Sort of flying forward. Yeah, I'm happy with that. They look a little bit goofy, but Modrons are goofy, let's face it. I quite like that. So, we get the arms. Now, the arms I'm using here, unfortunately, aren't available anymore. These are from the old Tomb King's skeletons by GW. You could just find any old bows, just add them onto a skeleton hand. So for example, you'd get like a spear, what we've used previously, and just cut the spear and replace it with a bow from, oh excuse me, from something else. But I'm just being lazy and doing it this way, so yeah, I'm going to glue these hands up on here like so. I'm also going to add some little wings again. Now, as I said in the first video, wings are sort of interesting. You can get lots of different wings from different sets and different companies. They're normally quite expensive. I'm just using these little Blood Angel wings from like the Death Company set. I quite like the idea of Modrons having these tiny little wings and flying about in them. That's just how I'm doing them. You guys might not agree. There's loads of different types of wings you can get, and some companies will even sell just sets of wings on their own. So whatever wings you use, entirely up to you. Of course, these videos, as I say all the time, are just guides to give you guys an idea. You don't have to follow them to the letter. So yeah, all I've got to do, get these bits glued on, and he will be complete, and so will this video. Okay, so here it is. Looking a little bit sort of Cupid-esque, but that's the sort of impression I sort of get from the artwork as well. But yeah, really happy with how that's turned out. grab him as well, so how they look side by side. I've got a little NPC next to him as well for size comparisons. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. So yeah, we can also get the other ones from previous video as well. I'll get one of each there, so there we go. So yeah, the Pentadrone, not really too sure. Any ideas, leave a comment below. It'd be nice to try and make one of them eventually as well. But yeah, here's some Modrons. As I mentioned in the previous video, if you'd like to see me paint these, then do leave a comment down below and I'll arrange sorting out a video to show you guys how I do that. I'm actually looking forward to painting them. I think they'll look a lot better once they're painted as well. They just do look like a little mess of random parts at the moment, but they'll all come together with a nice coherent paint job. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this video and you like these conversions, do let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Any comments or suggestions you have, please leave down below, and if you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. I have lots more sort of conversion videos, role-playing, tabletop, wargaming and all sorts. So yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, then please feel free to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. You can also click that bell icon to be notified when a new video has gone live on this channel. On the screen now are 2 more videos that you may wish to check out, and a link to our Patreon page also. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.